All right, imagine this. You're standing in front of someone, and the world around you suddenly fades away. You feel like you're pulled in, like there's an invisible force drawing you closer, and you can't look away. Your heart races, your mind goes blank, and in that instant, everything changes. Ever had that happen? It's as if time stops, and something greater than you both is at play. Hey, it's so great to have you back here on Flame Fusion Insights. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most intense and mysterious experiences in the twin flame journey. What really happens when these two souls come together for the first time. It's not just about physical connection. It's about something way deeper, something that shifts you on a soul level. Think about it. Have you ever felt that overwhelming attraction to someone, where it felt like your entire being was calling out to theirs? That's just the beginning. Because when twin flames make love for the first time, the experience goes beyond what you think is possible. It transforms both of you. I'm not talking about just the obvious stuff. There are moments, hidden moments, that happen during this union. Moments that shift everything you thought you knew about love, connection, and intimacy. And trust me, you're going to want to know about these. By the end of this video, you'll understand why this experience is nothing like anything you've ever heard about. So stick around as we uncover 8 unforgettable moments that will leave you rethinking everything you know about twin flames. Phase 1. The silent soul recognition. A subtle, yet powerful connection pulses through the air when twin flames first meet. It's not the loud clamor of a first kiss or the rush of excitement that fills the room. Instead, it's a quiet knowing, a whisper between souls that transcends time. For the divine masculine and divine feminine, this silent recognition is an anchor, a moment when the world around them feels still, as if everything has paused to allow this sacred meeting. There are no grand declarations or words spoken. It is an unspoken promise that both have been here before, a bond that stretches through lifetimes. In my own experience, when I met my twin flame, it wasn't about anything that could be seen or touched. It was the way our eyes met. No words exchanged, yet the connection was undeniable. I could feel it deep within me, like a long-lost part of myself waking up, nudging me to remember. The entire universe seemed to pause for a split second, and in that silence, I knew. This was no ordinary encounter. This first intimate moment holds far more than physical desire. As their energies entwine, both the divine masculine and feminine are given the gift of recognition. It's as if the soul quietly says, "I have always known you." That is the power of this moment. And as they come together, this silent acknowledgement begins to unfold into something far greater than they can express in words. But the beauty doesn't stop here. This unspoken connection marks the beginning of a profound transformation, where even the smallest touch becomes a gateway to deeper understanding. And in this quiet, eternal recognition, the journey has only just begun. Phase 2. The cosmic energy surge. The moment twin flames unite, the air itself seems to crackle, as if the universe holds its breath. It's not just a connection of bodies, but of energy, vast, electric, and alive. This is the cosmic surge that flows between the divine masculine and divine feminine, the unspoken current that binds them in a way that neither could have anticipated. It's as if the moment they come together, the stars themselves shift, sending waves of energy that pulse through every fiber of their being. Their souls, now completely aligned, ignite, setting off an explosion of light and power. In that first moment of union, it's not just the rush of emotion or the physical sensation. It's the experience of feeling both weightless and fully grounded. Every inch of their skin hums and their hearts beat in synchrony, yet the force between them feels like something cosmic, beyond the earthly realm. This surge can leave them breathless, struggling to understand how such an overwhelming yet peaceful energy can exist in the same space. It's a paradox they can't quite explain, how something so powerful can make them feel both infinite and completely at peace. For the divine feminine, this surge may feel like the universe has just opened a door into her truest, most radiant self. For the divine masculine, it could be a grounding force, pulling him back to himself in a way he's never felt before. And as the surge settles, a profound clarity begins to emerge, a deeper understanding of their path ahead. The connection isn't just physical anymore. It is elemental, spiritual, eternal. But the true magic comes not in the first moment, but in how it will transform them, slowly, deeply, and powerfully. Phase 3. The mirror effect intensified. A quiet tension hangs in the air as twin flames come together. Something stirs that cannot be ignored. The divine masculine and divine feminine, as if by design, start to see themselves reflected in the other, like two mirrors facing each other, endlessly reflecting. What was once hidden, buried beneath layers of protection, now becomes unavoidable. The first meeting is intense, not just because of the physical pull, but because of what it unveils about both souls. As their energies intertwine, the mirroring effect isn't subtle anymore. It amplifies, pulling to the surface those emotions they've tucked away, vulnerabilities they didn't even know they had. The divine masculine, perhaps once afraid of embracing his softer side, finds his fear of rejection staring back at him in his twin. Meanwhile, the divine feminine may be forced to confront her own doubts, questions about her worthiness, her fears of being unloved. This isn't just an emotional awakening, it's a spiritual confrontation. Every touch, every glance, forces both twins to acknowledge the parts of themselves they've spent lifetimes avoiding. But rather than separating them, this exposure draws them closer. As they see their shadows reflected in each other, they begin to heal, piece by piece. The fear of vulnerability fades, replaced by the profound understanding that, in truth, they have always been the same. It's in this mirrored dance, this raw and intimate encounter, that the true transformation begins. No longer can they hide behind masks. Each twin stands before the other, exposed yet free. What they feared in themselves is no longer a burden, but a pathway to deeper connection, a love that is both freeing and infinite. Phase 4. The loss of time and space. The moment twin flames come together, it's as if the world takes a step back. Time doesn't tick, and the ground beneath their feet seems to disappear. The divine masculine and divine feminine find themselves in a place where nothing else exists but the pure connection between them. It's not simply an experience of love or desire. It's an immersion into a space where past and future are irrelevant, and only the present breathes. In that instant, the physical world blurs into the background, and what remains is the essence of their souls intertwined. It's not disorientation, it's clarity. It's the moment when everything that once felt important now fades away, and all that matters is this singular moment of connection. The ordinary rules of time, the clock ticking away in the background, no longer have any power over them. They are simply existing, not in the human sense, but as timeless beings connected on a cosmic level. I remember when this hit me the first time. I wasn't just lost in the physical act, I was out of time. The world around me felt irrelevant, as though nothing could touch us in that space. And in that moment, I realized that this connection was beyond anything I'd known, a transcendence of reality itself. It's a feeling that's hard to describe, but unmistakable when you experience it. The divine masculine and divine feminine, meeting not just physically, but on a deeper level, where time has no power and space feels like an illusion. In this realm, they are eternal, together, and as they surrender to this union, they find that time and space are only illusions. They are what's real, and everything else is just noise. This loss of time, this shift in perception, isn't just a moment, it's a new beginning. Phase 5. The activation of 5D connection. The first time twin flames unite physically, something far beyond the physical realm is awakened. It's as if the world around them dissolves, leaving only the energy between them, pure, untouchable, and infinite. In that moment, a connection forms that is no longer bound by the limitations of language. Words fall away, and what remains is a deeper form of communication, an effortless exchange of thoughts, emotions, and desires directly between their souls. For the divine masculine and divine feminine, this is the birth of the 5D connection, a telepathic bond that transcends everything they thought they knew about intimacy. It's no longer about speaking to each other, it's about feeling each other. The connection goes beyond words or actions. It flows through every thought and emotion shared in a quiet yet profound understanding. There's no need for sentences, no need to explain. They simply know. It's like a language without form, an energy that binds them effortlessly. I recall the shift in my own experience. The first time I truly connected with my twin, it wasn't the physical touch that lingered most. It was the way our thoughts seemed to align, as if I could hear her voice in my mind without her speaking. The emotions we shared were felt with such intensity, it was like we were no longer two separate beings. We were one, seamlessly intertwined, not needing words to convey the depth of our connection. This 5D bond is more than just a gift. It's a transformation. It shifts the very nature of their relationship, making them feel inseparable. The world outside may still be spinning, but within the space they share, they are beyond time, beyond distance. This connection is a constant reminder that their souls have always been intertwined and always will be. The journey of twin flames becomes one of deep, unspoken unity. Phase 6. The first spiritual awakening. A quiet shift stirs within when twin flames unite. Something far deeper than the warmth of their bodies drawing close. It's as if the meeting of their souls opens a door to something sacred, a space where physicality is only the beginning. In this first union, the divine masculine and divine feminine don't just share their bodies, they awaken each other to the deepest truths of their existence. For both, this intimate act is not simply a merging of flesh, but a spiritual rebirth. The connection they share acts as a mirror, reflecting parts of themselves they may have forgotten or never fully understood. It's as though, in each other's presence, they remember who they were always meant to be. Their souls stir, revealing hidden aspects that had long been dormant, each flame unlocking pieces of their divine purpose, leading them toward a shared mission. The spiritual awakening they undergo isn't just about them as individuals, it's about how their union strengthens their path forward together. I felt this deeply during my first union with my twin. It wasn't just the physical closeness, but the way everything about me felt clearer. Like parts of myself I didn't even realize were buried came alive. And in that awakening, I realized our connection wasn't by chance. We weren't just two souls meeting. We were two pieces of a greater whole, meant to serve a higher purpose. The love we shared was the spark, and with it came the knowledge of our mission, together as one. This first spiritual awakening shifts everything. It's a reminder that the union of twin flames is sacred, that it transcends the physical, and that the journey ahead holds purpose beyond what the eye can see. Have you had a similar experience? Share your stories in the comments below. Phase 7. The deep emotional healing. When twin flames unite for the first time, something more profound happens than just a physical connection. It's as though the universe itself breathes a sigh of relief, for in that sacred union, they begin to heal not just themselves, but the very fabric of their shared soul history. Their connection is like a thread that weaves through time, each touch, each whisper, unlocking echoes of ancient emotional wounds that span beyond this lifetime. The divine masculine and divine feminine don't just share their hearts. They activate the energetic scars of past lives, bringing them to the surface to be healed in real time. It's more than a moment of love. It's the moment when two souls remember their pain and their power. The healing isn't instant. It's woven slowly, thread by thread, as their bond deepens. Each kiss doesn't just fuel desire, it mends a fracture from a past long forgotten. With each connection, the divine masculine and feminine reprogram their entire emotional history, rebuilding not from what they were, but from what they have always been destined to be, whole, together. When I first experienced this, I felt the weight of my past lifting, not in one grand gesture, but in tiny, sacred moments, like the subtle flicker of a match igniting in a dark room. I realized that our souls hadn't just come together to love each other, we had reunited to rebuild. It wasn't just my twin who healed me, it was the love we shared, healing parts of me I didn't even know were broken, fragments of past pain that had long been hidden in shadows. This deep emotional healing isn't simply an aspect of their union, it's the reason they are brought together. It's a cosmic recalibration that sets them on a new path, one where the scars of their past lives no longer define them, but the purity of their love does. The journey has only just begun, but the peace that follows is unlike anything either twin has ever known. Phase 8, the unspoken promise of forever. When twin flames first unite, it's not just a fleeting encounter, it's a seismic shift, a profound awakening where two souls who have been searching for each other across lifetimes finally converge. The divine masculine and divine feminine are not simply entwined in a physical union, but they form an invisible, unbreakable bond that transcends all earthly limitations. In this sacred moment, the air thickens with an unspoken vow, a promise that is deeper than love itself. We are bound, always and forever. There is no need for grand declarations. The energy between them speaks louder than any word could, an invisible thread that ties them together, no matter the distances, no matter the obstacles. It's a vow that is felt in the core of their being, one that whispers through their spirits, "We will endure." For the divine masculine, this first union feels like the final homecoming. The weight he's carried for so long, be it fear, doubt, or longing, melts in the presence of the divine feminine. And for her, it's the ultimate act of surrender, a soft release into a love that has been waiting, timeless and patient, to be embraced. In this sacred act, they rediscover not just each other, but the deeper calling of their shared journey. The truth of this promise isn't written in words, but in the way their souls move together, in the way their hearts beat as one. It's the quiet certainty that no matter how the world shifts, they are no longer separate. They are the same pulse, the same rhythm, bound for eternity. This is where the journey truly begins. This is where forever starts. Their union is the spark that ignites the fire of an eternal adventure, where each challenge becomes an opportunity for growth, and every step forward is a reaffirmation of the promise. We are destined. We are forever. The flames that burn between twin souls are not meant to flicker out with the first spark. No, their fire is eternal, always evolving, always growing. Every experience shared, every challenge faced, shapes the very essence of who they are, separately and together. As you walk alongside your twin flame, each step becomes a piece of the masterpiece you're both creating. And while these moments, these profound awakenings, are just the beginning, the path ahead is painted with infinite possibilities. The promise between twin flames, unspoken but deeply felt, isn't a mere vow. It's an energy. It flows through their souls, drawing them together time and again, no matter how far apart they may drift. It's a sacred current that never lets go, no matter how the winds of life blow. For now, as we part for this moment, know that your journey continues. Whether you're standing face to face with your twin or walking through a time of distance, this connection, this truth, is with you always. It doesn't end when the screen fades to black. It continues to ripple through your existence, guiding you, calling you forward. If you found resonance here, this is merely the beginning of our shared exploration of the twin flame journey. subscribe, and stay connected, because the journey we walk is not one we walk alone. Share your experiences with us. Let's learn, grow, and evolve together. The flame you carry is sacred, and when we share our stories, it grows brighter, lighting the way for those yet to discover their own. Until next time, remember, forever is not a destination, but the path we walk together.